Alright, well, we're out for a ride. Test out this 40-tooth sprocket. Rear sprocket with a 13 front. With the Loncin RE250 engine, 6-speed transmission. And it's about 35 degrees outside. Not really motorcycle weather. I'm curious to see how it does. I did rejet the carburetor, just put a 115 up from a 110 main jet. Being so cold, it definitely needs it, but I think it needed it anyway. So we were definitely getting a little high with the 35-tooth rear sprocket. This is definitely a lot better. Alright, we'll see if we can get on a straight patch here. Do like a 0 to 60 here.
Alright, so right here is where I hit 60 miles an hour, and I just decided to keep on going. I've got it just off of full throttle. Probably pushing a little too hard for a new engine, but I wanted to see what it can do. So I'm going about 65 miles an hour right now, and this is about the top speed of the bike in 5th or 6th gear. Unfortunately, it still just doesn't have enough horsepower to overcome the wind. I was riding into the wind, but it wasn't a very strong wind. Even with a little more horsepower in a 6th gear, the bike just isn't powerful enough to take me, being 190 pounds, faster than 65 miles an hour. I think I was still running just a little lean, being that it was so cold out. So there might be a little bit more power in that, but maybe a little more carb tuning. But without replacing the cam or something, we're about at the max. Maybe after it breaks in, it'll have a little bit more too, but I'm not really looking to be able to take this thing on a cross-country highway tour, which isn't what I really intended it for, but I would have liked to be able to drive 70 miles per hour comfortably in case I did need to do some highway riding.
Okay, we're gonna try a 0 to 60 one more time here. At 59 for quite a while. That was almost full throttle. Probably more than I should have done on a new engine. Alright, so what are my thoughts for now? It's definitely more fun to drive than the stock CG engine in 5-speed, and it definitely has more power throughout the RPM range. I guess the big question, is it worth the time and especially the money Maybe. For most people, probably not. Probably not worth the money. But maybe next spring when it warms up I can play with it more. There's probably a lot more you can do to upgrade this. And that 6-speed transmission just gives you the flexibility if you do get more horsepower out of the engine to take advantage of it. Like I said, this isn't going to be the motorcycle that you take on the highway to go across country. So I wasn't trying to make it that, but I was hoping I'd be able to get comfortably 70 miles an hour, and that is not the case. It is definitely a lot more fun now. So once I get it broke in a little more, maybe dial in the carburetor a little bit more, might be able to get a little bit more out of it. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot the way it is now without changing the cam. Hopefully this sheds some light on this topic for all of you that were considering it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to see all the parts that I've used on my Hawk, I've got my Amazon store listed below and the links in the description. Please like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.